One group of teachers was noticeably in Frankfort more often than others. Educators from Jefferson County. There were several sick-out days for Jefferson County schools during the latest legislative session as they made their voices heard in Frankfort. A few days ago, Connor McHugh and I sat down with Jefferson County Teachers Association's elected president, Brent McKim. He said there was a real fear across the state of a hidden bill, such as what happened last year, which is why so many teachers chose to call out, throw on red, and engage. McKim says if lawmakers continue to fund the state retirement system, which was not happening at points in the last 20 years, then everyone should be able to keep their promised pensions, and the state can continue to climb out of the hole. He adds that if called to the negotiating table, Jcta and other organizations would be willing to do their part to help.
We can tweak it for future hires and work with the state, but in general, the basic plan design is a sound one, and we can get to full funding if we just stay the course.
What can lawmakers do that will prevent another February, March of teachers flooding the Capitol again?
The most important thing lawmakers can do to avoid the marches on Frankfort and that sort of thing is to have educators at the table, have the stakeholder groups there, work with us, and we'll find common ground together to move forward.
Lawmakers say they hope to have a special session sooner rather than later to deal with one specific part of the growing pension crisis, the agencies that can't afford to stay in the system much longer. Those are often called the quasi-state agencies. Examples are local health departments, rape crisis centers, and regional universities such as EKU. Many say the rising contribution rates toward the retirement system could force them to shut down. House Bill 358 in the last legislative session was supposed to address that. It would have allowed those agencies to leave the pension system in exchange for paying off their debt over time. But Governor Matt Bevin vetoed that bill, leaving organizations such as Safe Harbor, a domestic violence shelter, feeling anxious about their futures.
How many sleepless nights we've had? A lot. Because not only are we responsible for thousands of women and children and men, but we're also responsible to our staffs. And you know, they are taxpayers too, like everybody else. So we're a very crucial part of the economy in Kentucky.
Earlier this week, Governor Bevin sent a letter to state lawmakers in an effort to build support for his bill before he calls a special session. In the three-page letter, the governor admits to not having the votes that he needs. Lawmakers on both sides say they are not at a point where they feel like they can vote on the bill Governor Bevin has proposed. But if nothing is done before July 1st, regional universities and many quasi-governmental agencies face that huge spike in pension costs. And that's where we are now.